Hello, friends, and welcome. This is Isaiah, and you are here. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I hope the last couple of days, if you live in the United States and you celebrate in one of our many holiday traditions we have this time of year, I hope it's been a wonderful time spent with family, friends, and loved ones. And if you don't celebrate any kind of holidays this time of year, I hope you have equally had just a good time these last couple of days. Good fellowship with your family and friends. When the holidays come around, I like to talk about what's going on in the collective consciousness. If you remember Thanksgiving, I discussed thankfulness. This time of year, in the collective consciousness, there seems to be what I like to call a spirit of giving. It's the title for this video, is the spirit of giving. What is the spirit of giving exactly? Well, anything that we as human beings collectively focus our energy and our intentions into, in a way, becomes a spirit all on its own. It becomes a measurable driving force within the collective hive mind of humanity. This time of year is a really good year when people that otherwise wouldn't feel generous or are more amped to give to their fellow man. But this spirit of giving, just like I said in the thankfulness video for Thanksgiving, doesn't have to be a seasonal thing. See, when we give of ourselves, it's a very special thing. One of the best things you could possibly do, I believe, as a person living right now in this time and space, in this third dimensional reality. But you shouldn't give from a place of, well, what can I get in return? To truly give from your heart is to give of your time, of yourself. It can be an object, it can be an actual kind of gift. Just to give because you know that the act of giving, that act of donating something that came from you, will enrich the life of another person. It will either make them happy, it will enhance the quality of their life in some way. Like if you give somebody something that they need to get by, that could be clothes, that could be food, that could be help doing something, carrying out an activity. Maybe it's an elderly person that needs help painting something like a wall in their home, or some sort of chore you could do. That would be giving of your time. Something that I like to do, you can give of your experience. You can give insight to someone. That would be something that you would be giving to another person. I do that one a lot. I don't have, at this stage in my life, a lot of money, I guess you'd just call it. There's no other way to put it. I'm not I wouldn't consider myself to be a poor person by any means, but financially, money is just, at this stage in my evolution, is not something that I have a lot to donate. That's something going forward in the future that I wish to do. I wish to give to charities and certain foundations and families and people in need that they need a financial uplift in their experience and in their life, and I look forward to being able to do that. I do at times give monetary goods, but what is it to give of your experience? When you have no money to give, no money to buy anything, no money to do anything, what is it? You can give someone your experience. Maybe you can give them some insight into how to handle some sort of social dynamic in their life. Maybe they're having an issue with family or friends. Another way of giving of your experience is maybe they're going through something in their life, a hard time, or they have to learn a new skill that maybe it's a skill that you already possess. That would be giving of your experience, any kind of insight that you can give that's going to add to the individual's experience and perception in life. Sometimes the greatest things that we can give to one another doesn't cost money. Maybe it's just a simple act of giving someone your respect, or giving someone a kind word. Just saying something about them that, will brighten up their day, that make them feel good about themselves. It's all the same thing, whether you give someone $100 or you give someone a compliment. It's a wavelength, it's a form of energy, just like everything else that I discuss. And when we share with other people on our journey, on our path, when we share money or experiences, you're sharing energy with them, essentially. It took a very specific wavelength of energy to come together in the form of an idea that needed to be made manifest in that individual's life. And that could be anything. But we have to be open to giving. We have to be willing to give, to be charitable, to share of ourselves. If we're not, we could miss opportunities to give to someone else in need. You've got to be able to, when you're out and about carrying out your life, you've got to be able to assess any situation you're in, but be mindful if it's an opportunity or not that you could be giving something to someone, sharing something, enriching someone's life in some way. One of the greatest gifts you can give anyone is compassion, patience, love, forgiveness, mindfulness, strength. These are all things that we can do to attempt to raise another person's vibration, to raise their energetic state of being. I've said this many times before, when we're sad or we're depressed or we're low or we're stressed out because we're in need of something, that puts us in a very low vibratory state. Our energy is really low. And oftentimes just a few simple words can completely turn that around for someone and change things, change the rest of their day. Therefore, it changes what they're able to do. It alters their ability to function in this life. It alters their ability to do the things that they need to do to make themselves whole and to just maintain their existence. And if you're a willing conduit for that exchange of energy at all times when you go about your daily life, you'll find that more and more opportunities will come your way to give, because you will be in alignment with the spirit of giving. Your energy itself will be in alignment with the essence of giving. And it's up to us to maintain that perception and that mental state of being. If we could all give to another in the way that's needed, and can you imagine if every single person on the planet held that in their mind as just something that's just natural and that you should do every day is give? Can you imagine what kind of reality we would all be experiencing collectively if we program our mind to be in a more of a giving, charitable state? That through our actions we could be an example to someone else that may find themselves being more inclined to want to give based on your examples. It's a really good thing. It's a beautiful thing. And how do we start? It starts with one person. One person can change the world. It's a domino effect, as I've always said. Like energy attracts like energy. It spreads itself. It evolves. It grows. So just try to be more mindful of that. This video, just like I think I said this at Thanksgiving too. And if you're in another country, Thanksgiving's a whole nother. It's a time of year where people give thanks for, and I'm not going to go into any more of my opinions on that holiday, but it's another holiday that we celebrate in the U.S. Christmas, traditionally, typically by a lot of people, is celebrated in the U.S. There's Yule. There's a lot of holidays this time of year. Hanukkah. A lot of things people are doing that involve the act of giving, and that puts the collective consciousness in that modality, that mind state of giving. And if we can just practice holding on to that mind state, that modality, for more than just a couple of months a year, being thankful, being charitable, and being willing to give, the world, the energetic state of this planet as we know it right now, it will pick up and it will raise and it will get better collectively for more months out of the year rather than just a couple. This is something I mean, everybody can, I myself can improve upon this. I can always improve myself. This isn't a soapbox that I'm standing on saying, well, you should give more, and be more charitable, and be more thankful. No, absolutely not. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. No one is. There is no such thing as perfection that I personally believe that exists. This is just another thing that I'm saying, hey, this may be a good idea. So why don't we give more? Why don't we work towards harboring that spirit of giving? And really see, going into 2020, just look how giving will change your life for the better. You'll feel better. You'll have a better quality of mind, and you'll be able to receive more. Now, as I mentioned earlier in this video, this isn't about giving so you can receive or giving so you feel good about yourself. No, nothing to do with it at all. It's just a natural byproduct of the giving process. You open yourself up to receive more, and you will naturally just be in a happier state of mind when you give, because that is our natural state. Being in a loving state, being compassionate, being kind, being strong. These are all natural states of being that aren't fostered on a daily basis. So all of that stuff rises up to the surface when we start doing things that feed into those energetic states of being that we oftentimes just kind of put on the back burner in our list of importance. So go out there today, see who you can give to, see who you can make smile. Give someone a smile. You can give anything. It doesn't have to be money. But as long as you're willing to give of yourself, you will be taking an active step, an active role in creating a better existence for everyone, including yourself. I would love to hear your ideas and your thoughts on this. So if you would, just share any thoughts you may have on this subject in the comments section below. And like I always say, I hope that everything in your life right now is serving you in your evolution. I hope it's what you need to be experiencing. But not only do I hope it's what you need to be experiencing, I hope that you're able to, whatever situation you're in, find peace and find joy and be happy while you're having these growth experiences. And until next time, my friends, I hope that you have much peace in your mind, much love in your heart, much balance in your soul. Take care.